Deepak from our studios here in Bangalore. But the happening place was Hyderabad yesterday, and it was Taj Krishna. And why do I say so? Because this is the first time that I saw 4 pages in Shanarthi, Telangana, owing to a meeting held by none other than our very own Mallanna. So, who is also the head of Q News, and here is the meeting that was held yesterday. People will read more into this, and if we get a chance to speak to Mallanna, then we will have an insight also as to what was it all about. Although we do have a write-up as well, an article that we will be going through, but we do have the pictures out there, about this, about the meeting that was conducted yesterday. And here we have our very own Mallanna addressing the entire meet, and some images out there of various participants. There we go. So, a lot of speakers out there, everybody, it was not a one-man show. In fact, there were a lot of other speakers also apart from Mallanna who participated. Everybody got a chance to be vocal about various issues that pertain in regards to representation of the BC community, which happens to be in majority, but not in politics, not in power. So the power is enjoyed by the minority, whereas it's the other way around. Usually it happens, the community which is more in number, it is in power, but that is not the case here in Telangana. It's the other way around. Surprisingly, it's the BC community that constitutes of the highest number of individuals in the state, but when it comes to a representation of them, they are not well represented. Their presence is, all right. So let's go through the articles here. To begin with, time has come for BCs to unite. So here is the call from our very own dynamic teenmarmallanna to all the BCs to come together and unite. And so the article reads as, teenmarmallanna, head of Q News, on Monday made it clear that they won't vote for any party symbol in the ensuing assembly elections. Instead, our target is to ensure that candidates from our community win the elections, he said. He was speaking at the BC Atmiya Sammelanam held here at Taj Krishna. So first thing, Taj Krishna was the venue chosen by him. There is a reason behind that as well. What is the reason behind that? Speaking on the occasion, Mallanna urged people from BC communities to come together to fight in the ensuing assembly elections in the state. He said, time has come to dethrone Reddys and Velmas from the power in state. The population of BCs, which has over 130 subcastes, constitute to over 50% of the population. All the BCs should unite and have to show the community power in all the 119 assembly constituencies in the ensuing elections, he said. Mallanna urged Mudairaj, Gauds, Yadavs, Padmashalis and Munnu Rukaps to come together to fight as one in the elections. These deviations, see, it's been categorized. There are different castes prevailing within BCs also, so they all need to come together. Only then they will have a representation in the politics. Now, some people used to think that BCs organize meeting by collecting chandas. Now, this was the notion, because the minority enjoys powers, has enjoyed the power so far. They have been accumulating wealth. So they think that BCs are not wealthy enough to host a meeting. They collect chandas and then they hold their meeting. But just to counter that one point, He says, but today we have organized a meeting in Taj Krishna. This meeting will send shivers down the spines of Reddys and Vilmas. Mallanna said, and he expressed hope that Mudairaj would be the chief minister of the state one day, stating that meeting with over 5 lakh people would be held soon in Hyderabad. Mallanna urged people from the BC communities across Telangana to throng the meet in large numbers. He insisted that all political parties must allocate 50% seats to BCs. Mallanna urged people to unite against BRS, BJP and Congress, which are discriminating BCs. So I've been reading the news. So I get to know that BRS has nearly around 26 BC candidates who will be contesting, and Congress has come up with a list of, they proposed 30 BC candidates, but nobody has crossed, nobody intends to portray 50% of BC candidates. Now, over 500 people attended the Atmiya Sammelanam here on Monday. Speaking on the occasion, Telangana Vittal, a senior journalist, emphasized that BCs possess remarkable skills. Heaping praise on Mallanna, Vittal termed the former as Arjuna of BCs. Madam Rajini Kumar chaired the meeting, and Chandrasekhar and Chakradhar Gaud, along with Chinna Srisailam Yadav, Satish Kamal, Peri Ramachandra Yadav, Ugi Srinivas Patel and others participated in the meeting. Numerous leaders from 5 prominent BC castes, Mudairaj, Gauds, Yadavs, Munnurukapa, Kapu and Padmashali attended the event. Additionally, state level leaders from over 100 BC subcastes including Perika, Vedera, Rajaka, Vishwa Brahmin and Nai Brahmin were present. So this is, this was the small article. He could have written much bigger article. He could have dedicated an entire page just for just describing the agenda of the meeting. But instead, he keeps a low profile, but a very emphatic man, people. End of the day, what he says makes a lot of sense, and he's connected to the common man, takes up their issues on daily basis. Every day, if you visit the office, you will get to know what kind of aura he has, and people come to him as a hope. They come with a hope to Mallanna's, to QNews office, that their issue might get resolved. He is the go-to person for hundreds and thousands of people. Every day his office is thronged by people, and people who need help. Now, on the other hand, we have, and I wish, I could have actually spoken to him, but I could not get connected. He might have been keeping a busy profile, busy day.